Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to be giving you a bunch of tips so that you can triple edit as quickly and easily as possible. If this video helps you out,
smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and
use code EXALTED in the item shop. With all of that being said, let's get straight into the video. Alright guys, so when it comes to effectively pre-editing, you need to make sure you have the correct settings on. So go to the settings bar, click on the little cogwheel, and then make sure you have auto open doors turned on, you have disable pre-edit on, and then you also have confirm edit on release on. These settings will make your life so much easier, I promise you. Another thing that's super important when it comes to triple editing is making sure that you're clicking as soon as you start the edit. What I mean by this is when you're going to edit something like so, make sure you are clicking that piece the instant you start the edit. It should look something like this. You can practice this super easily by putting a floor on the ground and holding out your floor blueprints. From there, you're just gonna start the edit, click it as soon as possible. Don't worry about editing fast in the first place, just worry about instantly clicking the second you start your edit. Once you've gotten that down, you need to make sure that you can double edit as well. Most people do not double edit correctly, and if you can do it efficiently, it'll make your life so much easier. When it comes to double editing, you first need to make sure you're instantly clicking, and then another tip is to, instead of doing it the same way both times, do it opposite directions. For example, if you go backwards on the first edit, go forward on the second. That way you're not moving your mouse as much and it'll be much quicker and more efficient. Next, you need to make sure you're being even more efficient. Instead of going all the way back and all the way forward, it doesn't really matter which, you're going to want to make sure you're placing your crosshair in the most efficient manner. So what this looks like is just simply staying right on the intersection and just barely moving your mouse. In full speed, it should just look something like this. Super easy, super quick. Next, you want to make sure you're always editing with your blueprints out. It's a really hard habit for some people to build, but it's super worth it. Just to show why it's so helpful, if you have your blueprints out, you can edit all the way back here, whereas if you have your pickaxe out, you need to be a little bit further ahead. If you have your cone out, you can edit even further away. Now you need to make sure that you are building and editing with the correct blueprints in the right order. If you don't do it in the right order, you're going to end up editing through your floor. So when building your floor and your ramp to practice double editing and triple editing, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to place the pyramid and then the floor. That way you've got your floor out, and then you can also with the floor edit the pyramid and then go into the wall edit. Now you know everything you need to know for double editing. You got to go ahead and practice it and get it into your muscle memory, and there's a couple different things that you can do. If you're really struggling, you can go to settings and you can turn off sprint by default. That way you will walk and it'll make it a little bit slower and much easier to learn. Once you've gotten past that hurdle, another thing you can do is you can give a couple ramps of space in between each double edit. Once you get this down, you can start doing it every single ramp. If this is still too hard, there's a little bit of a middle ground where you can go back and forth and it'll make it a little bit easier until ultimately you're able to do this. Now on to the triple editing. First thing you need to learn is the placement order so that you don't mess up. Like I said earlier, you're going to want to place the cone first and then the floor. You're going to edit through and then you're going to place the wall. What some people do and what you shouldn't be doing is placing the cone, editing through the floor, and then placing the wall. This happens a lot, and if you're struggling with it, you need to just get some double editing practice in. Now, depending on how you double edit, it's going to change your wall edit. So if you go from forward to back and then back to forward and place your wall, your crosshair is going to be here for this kind of edit. If you do it the other way around, if you go back to forward and forward to back, your crosshair is going to be up here ready for this edit. That's going to be the most efficient way. If you go back to forward like this and then bring it up just to do that edit, you're losing out on efficiency, even though it is possible. I genuinely do think it's easier to double edit into a triple edit because you have more room and more time to actually edit the wall. For example, if I have a double edit right here like this, and I place the wall here, I can instantly edit right here. Whereas if I were to just do single edits, I place the wall, I can't edit from all the way back here. I have to be way up here to see my edit. Now, something that's super crucial when doing this is, like I said earlier, making sure you are instantly clicking the second you start your edit. Now, when it comes to practicing your triple editing, here's what I highly suggest you do at first. Go to your settings, go to your cogwheel again, and then turn off sprint by default like so. This will make you just slow run and it'll make your life 10 times easier. Triple editing while walking is much easier, so definitely practice this until you can get a bunch of consecutive ones in a row like so. If you're still struggling, what you can do is you can triple edit like so, and then you can go to the other side and it'll slow you down a little bit. If this is still too hard, what you can do, there's why you have auto open doors. If this is still too hard, what you can do is you can just leave one ramp gap in between each triple edit. Once you feel comfortable with the half speed, you can go back and turn on sprint by default again. And then from here, you're going to be doing the exact same progression. You're going to start off by doing 2 ramps like so in between each triple edit. And then once you get that down, you can go back and forth. Auto open doors. When it comes to consecutively triple editing, what you're going to want to do is once you finish your triple edit, you're going to want to instantly rebuild the next triple edit. That way it'll be much easier when you actually go to start your triple edits. If this video gets enough likes, I'll do a quad editing tutorial for you guys. With that being said, if you guys want to support me even more, you can use code EXALTED in the item shop. And good luck on your triple edits, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.